Hi everyone, I'm your host Neil Balthaser, and welcome to Ultra Mobility Mini Review, where I give you just the essentials in a 5-minute RV review. I've got a bit of a surprise for you this week. Take a look at this. This is the RV that we're going to be reviewing. We're going to get into all the details, but I really like the RV. Look at this stove. A really nice bed in the back, a beautiful bathroom with a skylight, a pantry, a good-sized dinette, a huge refrigerator, and look at the size of this window. They call it the monster picture window, and it does live up to its name. I mean, there's just a ton of room in this RV, don't you think? You want to know what makes this all the more amazing? It's all in the bed of a truck. That's right, everything that you just saw fits into the back of a truck. We're reviewing our first truck camper, the Cirrus 920, and I cannot wait to give you a tour of this amazing RV. Let's jump into it. All right, let's start off on the outside so that you get some idea of the size of this truck camper. Its overall length is 18 feet 10 inches, its overall width is 7 feet 2 inches, and its overall height is 8 feet 7 inches, but keep in mind that this height doesn't include the height of the bed of the truck, so you're likely looking at a height from the ground to the top of around 13 feet. And that's one of the biggest disadvantages of truck campers, their height. But there are so many other pluses, not the least of which is that you can easily remove the camper part from the truck using electric jacks and this handy dandy remote control. And this isn't just for storage. When the camper is freestanding, it's also habitable, which means you've still got the use of your truck. Kind of like having a tow vehicle without having to tow it. And you get some other goodies like a bit of exterior storage. This large storage box can optionally house your generator. You've also got an insulated battery box and your pull-out propane tanks. The good news about this propane setup is that you can easily get those tanks refilled at your local hardware store or swap them out at a supermarket. Here we see the back of the camper, and can I just say I love the arch over the entry door. And as well, there's a keyless entry. That's an optional folding Fiamma access ladder for the roof, and those are torque lift glow steps, which are made from aircraft grade aluminum. There are 2 awnings on this rig. The optional rear one is manual, and the side one is standard and electric. The remote also works to retract and extend the side awning. On the roof, you can get the optional Maggie roof rack, which holds up to 150 pounds and 200 watts of solar. Your electrical and water hookups, as well as an exterior shower, are located mid-height on the driver's side, and that little vent there between the galley window and the refrigerator vents, that's for a separate exhaust fan located above the stove, and we'll see that in just a moment. All right, let's jump inside this amazing RV. I promise you're going to like what you see. Gourmet chefs and foodies alike are going to love this galley. You've got loads of counter prep space, just a ton of storage, a residential style cast iron cooktop, a proper exhaust hood above the stove, a convection microwave, an optional oven which can replace the cabinets below the stove, an enormous 5 cubic foot refrigerator with separate freezer. And by the way, that's the same one that we saw on last week's European camper van, the Adria Twin Supreme, and a beautiful pull-out pantry. I've been in Class A coaches with smaller and less well-equipped kitchens, and keep in mind that we're in the back of a truck. Across the aisle from the galley is your permanent dinette with that monster picture window. That window, by the way, does open. That's a Lagoon tabletop, which means that it swivels around in all directions, and the bonus is that the dinette converts to a bed for the kiddies. Speaking of beds, let's hop up into the overcab area, which houses your permanent 60 by 80 inch bed. Now this is a proper queen-sized bed with a normal mattress that will fit normal sheets. The mattress is supported by the Froley sleep system for extra support and air circulation. There's plenty of storage above, and that beautiful roof window is perfectly placed above your heads for evening stargazing. By the way, your windows in this camper are all dual paned, perfect for keeping the cold out. And speaking of which, this camper is also 4-season. All the water lines as well as the tanks are enclosed and not exposed to the elements, and there are radiant heat elements placed below the floor and inside the walls to keep pipes from freezing. That's the proper way to do a true 4-season RV. Your bathroom is a 3-piece wet bath, meaning that your shower, sink, and toilet all share the same area. The sink is flip up to get up and out of the way when not needed. And even though this is a wet bath, you can see that you've still got plenty of room to sit or stand, and that's a dedicated radiant heater in the bathroom. There's also a dedicated rooftop vent for air circulation. Now, as far as tank sizes, they're massive. 38 gallons of fresh water, 32 gallons of gray capacity, and 18 gallons of black. Those are some big tank capacities matched only by the largest Class B Plus offerings. So all around, this is a very impressive camper. It's hard to believe that it all fits onto the back of a 3/4-ton extended bed truck, but it does. However, it's not all peaches and cream. Its electrical system is basic, just two 6-volt lead-acid batteries, and there's no inverter, and solar and your generator are optional. Lacking an inverter means that if you want to plug something in like your laptop or use the microwave, then you're either going to have to be plugged into shore power or pay extra for the generator. And that's unfortunate because in almost every other way, this is a perfect camper. So what's this nearly perfect camper going to set you back? Well, this brings us to the third and final huge advantage that truck campers have over camper vans and Class B Plus rigs. If you already own a 1-ton or 3/4-ton truck, then dealer pricing for a brand new Cirrus 920 are around $32,000 to $40,000, depending on how you option them. If you don't own a truck, then you could buy a brand new truck for around $40,000. So we're talking about getting into this 4-season spacious RV for under $80,000 all included, or under $40,000 if you own your own truck. And that's got to be appealing to many of you. As far as warranty, well, that's another black eye for the Cirrus. It's only 1 year, which is surprising given what appears to be a quality built rig. Only a full review will afford me the opportunity to examine its build quality in person. So, if you want me to do a full review of the Cirrus 920 by NuCamp, then waste no time and head on over to my community tab and vote. The link's in the video description below. RVs that get the most votes get full reviews. Okay, that wraps it up. If you enjoyed this mini review on the Cirrus 920 truck camper, then give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that little bell to be notified whenever a new video drops on my channel. And as always, thank you for watching Ultra Mobility Mini Review, where I cover just the essentials in a 5-minute review. I'll see you all next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. And even though this is a wet bath, you can see that you've still got plenty of room for and we're going to wait for the truck to go by making all the noise behind me. There it goes. I heard that thing coming from a mile away. Let's just start that whole paragraph over. It's only 1 year, which is surprising. Surprising. It's surprising me. Ugh. It's cold in the RV too, so my vocal cords are... Ugh. The good news about this propane setup is that you can really read the teleprompter, because that's not what it says. Okay, take a two. I'm usually a one-take guy, but today things went smoothly the first take, so I'm going to do a second take. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That...